Hey everyone, this is Justin with PumpPal, and today we're going to be trying out a recipe from the cookbook Bite Me. This cookbook is made by Will Tennyson, a popular YouTuber I've been watching for a few years, and I realized he released a cookbook, so I wanted to give these recipes a try for myself and see how they all taste. I'm going to be starting with the recipe for chocolate chip protein muffins, as I'm looking for something more sweet at nighttime when I go to chill, relax, watching movies. Something better than like ice cream or sweets that have more protein in them. I'll be going through all the recipes, so if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe to this channel, as I'll be going through a bunch of recipes that I find and reporting how they taste and how good they are. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll start with the nutritional info. Alright, so these muffins are coming in at 135 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, 13 grams of protein, and 10 grams net carbs. This recipe makes about 8 servings or 8 muffins. For what this item is, chocolate chip protein muffins or chocolate chip muffins. The macros are great. You could have 2 for a snack and you'd be sitting pretty good for protein and net carbs. The muffins, when I made them, are a little on the smaller side. That's why I'm saying I probably would have 2. But at the end of the day, you do you and what's required for your calories, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the recipe. Okay, so let's get started with the recipe and what you'll need. First off, you're going to need a quarter cup PP2 powdered peanut butter. I did not have this available in my Walmart where I go shopping. I do delivery. At least they said I had to do delivery itself. So I ended up ordering this on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. Your grocery store might have it, and there may very well have this in other grocery stores, but I didn't feel like taking the time to explore and finding it. I just ordered it where I could order it. You're also going to need 1 cup unsweetened applesauce, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 2 scoops vanilla protein powder, half a cup semi-sweet chocolate chips. The note on the vanilla protein powder, I wasn't sure if you wanted me to use the isolate version or not. I already had vanilla protein powder isolate version, so that's the version I used. We also have a half a cup semi-sweet chocolate chips. I did bake this as he wanted with the semi-sweet chocolate chips. I think I might change this to dark chocolate chips later as it's more heart healthy, just to get some more nutrition. And I just happen to like dark chocolate chips, so that's an option you can do yourself. But for testing and rating this recipe, we're keeping to what he said in the book. So once you have your ingredients ready, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. While that's heating up, spray 8 molds of your muffin pan with non-stick cooking spray. In a large bowl, you want to add the PB2 and add a little water at a time and keep mixing it until it thickens. He didn't really specify anything that could gauge exactly how thick you want to make it. I just kept adding water until it was like the consistency of peanut butter, right? And then once I had that down, you add the rest of the ingredients into the bowl and stir until you have a consistent batter. Now this batter, when I was doing it, is more of a liquidy batter, but you'll tell when it's all mixed in and what kind of consistency it should be at. Then you just want to add the batter to the molds. You want to fill everything up to 3/4 of the mold to give it some time, some room to rise and bake, right? Then go ahead and put the muffins into the middle rack of your oven for about 15 to 18 minutes. Once that's done, I let them sit for about 10 minutes as recommended from the cookbook. Okay, so let's move on to my rating. As you know, I rate things on a scale of vomit to excellent, and I will rate these muffins the same. Just a quick note, the consistency wasn't completely like muffin consistency when I was eating it, but there is still a good consistency, and it didn't like put me off or anything for a muffin. It was close enough to a muffin's consistency, like a normal muffin's consistency, that I wasn't bothered by, that's for sure. It had a good flavor. You could really taste the chocolate chips. If someone were to give me this and didn't tell me that this was like a healthy muffin, I would just put it at an average rating. Like if I didn't know, he's just like, "Yeah, here's a muffin. You want one?" And I ate it. It would be an average muffin. So I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. But considering these are a healthy muffin, I would say this puts it into the good category. Not excellent, not just edible. just good, right? Definitely something that would satisfy your sweet tooth and still have some good protein in it, good macros. All in all, I would put this into the good category. All in all, the recipe was good, and I'll be adding this one to my arsenal of different options I have for healthy recipes that taste good. I think, like I said, I'll be putting this in my dessert category, not so much breakfast, as I already have a solid breakfast I do pretty good in, and don't want to mess that up. If you want to check out his cookbook, Bite Me, I'll put a description in the or sorry, a description. I'll put a link in the description below. You can go check out his cookbook if you haven't heard of it. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe to my channel as we're making more like this. Otherwise, be sure to check out my app PumpPal in your app store. PumpPal Physical Activity Logs. It helps you track your workouts, tracks your progress, and your body measurements. Otherwise, I think I covered what I wanted to cover in this video, and you all have a good day. Thanks. Bye.